got something for y'all today. It's a question on TikTok.
Somebody's actually seeing and they trying to size you
This
up
is on
type
my
shit.
TikTok.
If baby that shit ain't fit to work out,
Like I
how
said,
the they planning
2024.
on how this shit fit to do? Cause it's like, come on, let's do what it do, baby. Cause somebody like, damn, them motherfucker ready,
These
like
were their
for real, like they
cards.
know it's me, like they probably calling in, like phone a
This is
friend,
at
trying
the
to,
Turkey Lake
come in
Park,
with the crew or whatever the case may
over
be.
by Metro West,
Somebody's
where I
gonna learn
used to
very
live.
fucking quickly, like that this motherfucker really about that, like they are from where they say they from, like somebody, like maybe you're very educated, maybe you talk, maybe you use words, like or whatever the case may be, but I feel like someone may have miscalculated the fact that like you from the hood though, like from the hood, like straight up from the hood, like we get it how we gotta get it. So you someone's gonna
These were the messages that they've been preventing and paying people to try to say it's their messages.
and it's more or less, I don't care if this is a man or woman. You're seeing your friends in, how you're sending your friends in with the thoughts of how they're supposed to believe how a person is. Their interpretation or their interaction with this person is making, you're causing these people to actually be more intrigued and fall in love with this person. If it's like, especially if it's the opposite sex. See, I hear like homies say like, yo, Shorty's still awake, bro. You know, what do I do? What I say? I know I couldn't stay and stick out. So it's like, if you want this shit to work out, like I feel like someone is like the actual cool people, like this person, these people don't really know you or know of you or something like that, but they're seeing you around. However, someone's gonna get picked up. It's gonna be at least a group of 2 to 4 people approach you. You might be by yourself or you might be with your kids or whatever. But this person is gonna be like, yo, I come in peace, I come in peace. Like, yo, just listen to me, listen to me. Just be prepared for this conversation to happen. It's like whatever. I think it's man, either you gonna do it scared or you ain't gonna do it at all. Cause I'm also hearing this could be the last time that I see them or see her or say something like physically to this person. Also, it's like I know somebody knows something's going on. They just don't know when or how, what it looked like. But that's the song from Trey Songz. This is the last time. I'm hearing at first this person is gonna be hesitant to want to do it because they're gonna be like, well, shit. Since expect for somebody to call you or pull up on you. Somebody realizing like either pull up, hop out, say what you need to say, or don't say. Someone needs to make sure you charge your phone so when the call comes in, maybe you got low battery. I'm getting 5, 10, 18%, or somebody's battery could be under like. Someone needs to make sure. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. Someone low key got a lawsuit that they can actually sue TikTok as well as YouTube off the grounds of you are actually giving out advice or information that's able to save a lot of people's lives. Like when I say a lot of people's lives, a lot of people's lives. And this is probably the reason if like you recently got shadow banned or kicked off or not able to go live, they know. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. Someone
They
low key
know.
got a lawsuit. Late night creep, silent conversations. How's this person knowing what we're saying? Due to the simple fact that I feel we walked away from everything. We ain't doing this stuff no more. Somebody say we're not doing rituals, we're not doing the seance. So how's this person getting into what we're saying, what we got going on? Okay, you must have a lot of money or somewhere. And there's someone that likes to play. This could be a teenage female or a grown ass female that could be like literally in her 50s and 60s and still be acting like she's 15 or 16 because she got wounds. Because why is it that y'all always arguing and you're just like, okay, listen, I left this person because we were doing that, but it was like, we were only doing that because you were doing this? Yeah. Someone likes to play like wordplay or like manipulation. Like say if you put out the time frame or the hour of when someone has the time to do something, someone feels like they can play with it. It's like basically playing with God. Like if you tell God, like, hey, just give me the sign of somebody, letting me know that I can come in and talk to them and that they're ready, you know what I'm saying? And this person is like, well, shit, since they already know, I'm going to do this. And then instead of going to talk to them, I'm going to wait until this time to go see them. And it's like someone is failing to understand, like, you were given a time, and when you're given that time, abide by that time. So now someone's gonna have to experience something like they thinking that it's still gonna go okay, it's gonna go my way, and somebody should be in for a rude awakening. They should have did, and they should have stopped playing. Someone likes.
And this is not a post, but of course, the phone is running hot again, so.
Someone's going back and forth. It's like, I shouldn't have did that. I should have said that. Like somebody's going through it, woulda, coulda, shoulda. However, it's like, I'm able to make it right. However, will this person really accept me in their life?
Blah, blah, blah.
I hear someone make your next move your best move, but either way that when you decide to make this move, joke's on you. Also, someone also had a chance and opportunity to come to you as a man or as a woman about any discrepancies or issues or problems that they had with you. Also, like false allegations and false investigations that have been pinned or put onto you. People are going to figure out that it was false and it was true, not true at all for whatever these accusations were that were sent your way. Also, you figure out that there's going to be people that that really don't have any business being in your space, like walking around you and stuff like that. They just trying to get a feel or a view of you or try to see what it is that or what it is that you're going to say. Also, pay attention to the loud mouths. The ones that want to talk really, really, really loud. It's just try to figure out, like, how can they trigger you.
Not to mention the one that's always trying to start bullshit conversations.
So you about to realize some of these people that's coming around, they're driving Toyotas, them 4x4 F-150s, trucks, BMWs, Teslas, okay? So those are like the main corporate of people that is like, quote unquote, gang stalking. These are the ones that won't approach you. They're just around just to see if they can to see if they can trigger you again. However, someone is about to learn a very valuable lesson. I feel like either they haven't really kept up with you or they didn't keep up with what it was that you had went through prior to what they're trying to do. Their strategy is like, it's going to not work at all. Like, you gonna know who is who, and then it's like they're giving themselves away because they out here trying to be family oriented or talk about God and dumb shit. So you about to realize. So your harassers from like the other side where you used to reside, they stay side too. And it's like they may feel like you're like oblivious or clueless to them and who they are and what they got going on, right? PR, yeah.
Puerto Rico.
They just may feel like you just not sure of what's going on. Like they want you to feel like you're uncertain, you're unsure of yourself, like the things you're speaking up on. or your intuition or like that. A lot of them are older people. Like these are motherfuckers like 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, like coming your way. Like it's very sad and fucking depressing. Also be mindful of like people riding in like Toyotas, Fords, Acuras, Cadillacs. Also, you know, you still
Also, those
got
new
people
Kias,
on your back about certain
Sonatas.
shit, but that is millions ain't gonna be able to get you out of this one. I can hear at this time. So somebody's been you did the crime, you gotta do the time. So daddy's money ain't gonna get you out this time. I kept repeating that. So y'all know how I've been telling y'all about my son passing away, right? I'm finna get everybody's fucking car plates. Because the simple fact that they done pulled up. They first had said right here. Pulled up all right here, right? Mind you, all these motherfuckers is Brazilian. But the funny fucking part of it is the same dude that was supposed to go ahead and put the lock on my door where my son was able to get out of my apartment, his ass is right over there. And he wanted to try to play like, oh, I didn't hear what she said. And like they want to pretend like they don't know no English, right? So I said, we're going to go along and get along. And with the simple fact that they now know that I'm on to their shit, baby, we going to pop that and we going to have entertainment with that. So, you know, everybody smile for Candy Cameron because I'm not fit to play with nobody. So
2024.
y'all can try to bend the ear on. So,
This is for the person who thought a year ago that, oh, she's not going to catch anything we're
I'm here to
doing.
play. Listen, I'm on demon time.
And of course, they're messing with the signal again. So
I'm just gonna be real with you. Don't be sitting here, oh God and Jesus this. To hell with you. The
of course, they're going to slow it up. As you see, I'm not talking and touching anything. The signal should have been.
God you
I got a
pray
full
to.
bar on this other
And
phone,
baby, you
so
ain't praying to no God because if we have to sit there and break down and trying to and I gotta hit your ass with the own shit that you trying to use against me, you gonna be sitting there looking like, oh, you gonna have the bubble.
you're gonna have the bubble goods. This guy right here, if they allow it to play, because like I said,
So
someone
I'm
pays
making
someone
my
to.
business at the end of the day.
But that's that one. Not to mention all the predictions prior to. This is not to mention all the fake messages that when they go in my inbox, I've already deleted them. So it's up to like 14 people that I've already had to delete on this thing. Not to mention 28 videos that I done uploaded ever since then of everything that was going on. They take their time to make sure that it don't upload because it was factual information from, as you see the dates, from the 14th that I was speaking on. And when I was speaking on those things on that day, that's when I knew, like, when all the people were moving around, what was going on. So when it came to the people, like I said, Serenata, condominium apartments, they knew that this whole cover up was due to my son, baby James Henry Taylor the sixth. Okay, Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital. I did not choose that hospital. You not know in the passing they're supposed to ask you which hospital that you want to go to. Now, granted, I was by myself outside of the hitman being there, quote unquote, and they chose that hospital. I didn't choose that hospital. My hospital was New Orleans. Okay. Now, on top of that, Sonata did not give up the evidence of the surveillance because they have cameras in the back of all their buildings. So every apartment building in Serenata over there off of Metro West in Orlando, Florida, have cameras in the back of the buildings. Because how else are you always able to say, oh, you didn't take out your trash? You got cameras by my door? So they have footage of how everything panned out. So that's why I know from the person who, the last guy that I was with, was to connect has ties to the cybersecurity. Now, in the midst of that, Sheila and everybody else, okay, like I said, who runs Bumble? Who runs all Tinder? who runs those things. Like I said, this shit goes to a bigger conglomerate where all the people who were involved and invested in it was not paying attention to, hey, something is a little bit deeper than what it is that I'm putting my money into. And they feeling as if, oh, this is what is going on. No, baby, the situation was way deeper than it, that it can cost a lot of people their lives, their careers, their families, and being. Certain things are not great for your mental health whenever you choose or decide to get involved. I don't care if you're the most narrow-minded, ill-intelligent person ever to be on this earth. Some people would get common sense to understand that, hey, something's a little bit too deep. And if I have some ties to this and it just takes for one person, whether it's even coming from the person who we're doing it to or people within my crew. I predicted this back in 2023. Anyone doing this shit that got involved, because y'all paying whoever it is that y'all who got over 10,000 followers and 100,000 followers, make sure that you're doing this. We're going to suppress hurting the baby. Listen, the underdog is here, and the underdog always end up being the top dog. But let me make it very clear where the lines can connect very clearly, because the difference between a lot of people, if I can sit down in your readings and not to take hateful type of people, that are they the secret racists? Are they the outward racists? Are they the ones that like to go ahead and use money to go ahead and pay their friends and their buddies from the police? Are the type of people who got ties to lawyers? And this is someone sitting here like, I didn't think about that. We know you didn't think about that, stupid. We clearly, you and I both have a clear understanding of knowing that you did not think of all those intricate details. Not to mention that someone failed to realize, like, hey, if the person was such a fake intuitive or a fake reader or a fake spiritualist or a fake this, right? If the person was so fake, why would I able to pick up every detail and intel part of even most of the conversations that should have been just between you and three other people? I should not ever be able to pick that. I'm a false prophet. I'm the false person. Nah, negative Batman. Whoever it is that put you on to this person, now they're sitting there like, well, nobody's supposed to know that we even said that or we plotted that. How did they know that we was going to be over there in the parking lot? How did they know that we was going to be over there in the line? Because I had them go scope around their apartment real quick. And, they stayed by the woods or whatever. I just want to make sure with no alligators and shit over there. And then I know you already paid their neighbors and shit. Figure out how to keep them, off guard whenever. It's like someone making sure whoever is in the police that's in the area and said that person, like, don't do that type of shit. This is the type of person, and whoever runs wherever they work at is the type of person to make sure that they're on schedule or working that night, so that they're not there that around the time whenever there are people coming in to try to scope the area and do this. Because right now it's a hit for hire. Right now it's wild. They're like, they have to pull that back very quickly. But it's like, well, somebody's name is Chipley or Chip. Somebody's nickname could be Chip or Dale. Somebody could be a male exotic dancer as well, or they used to do it once upon a time. Yeah. But it's just like, at this point, it's a lot of people that they're facing 20 years by being guilty by association. And people like, but where do you get your information for me to know and for you to go do your own due diligence to find the fuck out of how to figure out how you gonna get out of your shit? Because coming to me to figure out, okay, if she say this, then we can go do this. This is like someone feeling as if they got the brightest fucking ideas when you got the stupidest one. You can't utilize what someone is saying to try to benefit of what it is that you already did. Because see, a judge or someone with basic common sense that is not involved in this dumb shit is gonna pull back. And the weirdest shit about half of these people, it's about 10 people. It's 2 new judges on the board. These motherfuckers is doing everything in their willpower to figure out what's this person's weakness and what is it that they like. We're going to make sure that they get all the coffee and who's their paralegal and who's their person, who's their secretary. These motherfuckers is this dirty, but these people already have been studying this whole for the last 2 years. in the 2 years, because whoever this is, this person been doing something for over 20 years, and it's a particular thing, up to like 3 or 4 things this particular judge do way differently than any judge you will ever see do. Like, this person is very fair, they're very just. However, someone is going to try something. They just don't know which one it is. But it's a panel of 10, and out of the 10 is one that has a very big connection to certain people within the whole state. And then this person has very big ties to, even to like the Pentagon, to, and even down to the president. This person has those type of ties. But this is like someone saying like, because whoever these people, these 10 people thinking, because this is like, well, I gave you guys 21 million the year before. And over the last 10 years, over the 21 million that I gave you guys, you mean to tell me that you can't even get me to get through this? No, Miss Drewski or Daruski, however you say your name, Miss D, or the last name that starts with a D. That don't mean anything. Somebody's name is Mindy or Wendy. Mindy, Wendy, Cindy. Somebody could be something. There's conversation on LinkedIn. They are tracking the LinkedIn pages. They're tracking the what you call it, Indeed, because they know most of people use that as the discussion boards whenever they want to do that. They used to do it on Wikipedia, but once people has caught on to the criminal world of why schools will say don't use Wikipedia, motherfucker, Wikipedia got most of the crimes and how to get away with the shit. I fucks with Wikipedia. But it's like, shit, you want to know who's the criminals around you? Just go to fucking Wikipedia. You want to figure out certain words and stuff like that, but some people, go look up a fucking encyclopedia. You're still popcorn reading. You're barely even learning the fucking basic language here. You're in your 50s and you're still doing this shit. How bad did I just did? I just did. Go cry to your mommy and go cry to a fucking therapist. I did therapy for what, 13 years. And the basic line of fucking therapy, there is a thin line in fucking therapy, and let alone psychology. So if I blow apart about the real intel about psychology and psychiatry, sociology, and more, if don't get me started on these and these strengths, because somebody's sitting here like, if she say this one piece, done for. You absolutely right. I'm just waiting for the perfect moment for me to go ahead and drop it. Because it's that right there is minor. To me, that's minor information. But the big information, it's, baby, that's juicy. That's tea. I just gotta sprinkle on it a little bit, since y'all want to do sprinkle, because it's like, this is even, we're still in the era where people are still in this slave mentality. And you want to know what's the craziest thing? Poor white women, Hispanic women, and black women that still think, girl, well, back in the days, our mamas, these are usually women born in 1960s and 1970s that still got this mentality that if they have a her, she blackmailing them. Oh, she done slept with a few doctors from certain hospitals. They still do it to this day. Pay attention to what type of jobs that some of these women hold. If she owns a hair salon, she most likely worked in fucking casinos or some shit. So she gonna have some ties to somebody. If she works in pharmacy, trust and believe she got ties. Most definitely if they're a registered nurse. Most definitely. They sleeping with the doctors. So they feel that they got a little bit more advanced in the situation, okay? And somebody was like, damn, yeah, you mess up my bag, I promise you I will destroy yours. It was fair. All I asked for y'all was just to give me my money and just tell me who was the original person who set up for this situation to happen with my kids. That was it. Who set up for them to go ahead and cause that illegal situation at the hospital and that negligence. That's all I had asked for. Those were 2 things. Y'all chose to do the latter to try to attempt on my life. Not once, Not twice. Actually, if I had to count, 26 times over my whole life. If we have to really just be logical about it. But I can guarantee every person that's been trying to come at me, all of a sudden, are they randomly sick right now? COVID, the kids get severely sick. What happened? Oh, it's because it's the springtime. Springtime, you getting these type of viruses? Nah, baby, it don't work like that. I gotta get to work and the kids are sick and they can't go to the daycare. I know, sweetie. So what are you gonna do? Well, Steve's at work. I know Steve's at work. And he ain't fit to take off of work because he tired of looking at your worthless self. They don't know how to push back on the table and think you on the screen record and keep going ahead and making records for yourself. Steve is trying to find a way to get the way from you. Billy ain't got time for you no more because he's realizing how much of stuff you're jeopardizing his career because you want to be cruel. You want to be mean girls. Remember? You want to go be part of a member of a society because you don't know how to make friends on your own. You want to get the approval and you're so desperate and strapped for money, you're willing to go ahead and harass strangers that you know nothing about. But guess what? The same stranger you're harassing knows all your sins in secret. You don't like this because for some of these women, it's a lot of things that your husband don't know. And that if he did know, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. You would be wanting to go ahead and lay low. Somebody's name is Marlo. Marlo or Marlon. Somebody's name is Charlotte, or someone could be from Charlotte, North Carolina. Somebody's in the Carolinas as we speak. Somebody been friends for over 20 years. Someone's been friends for 28 years. And someone could be between the age of 28 and 55. They're sitting here. Go meditate. Go bake a cake or something. When you're depressed, you like to bake cakes. You like to cook all the greatest food. Someone realized somebody hooked. They saw a body over the last. This was, I bet it was great because this person gets in such a depressed state that they eat. That's one part the husband ain't caught on, but this person is bulimic, low key, because this is like they'll eat, and then, baby, we know your sins and secrets. Somebody is bulimic. And the husband like, yeah, you look great, babes. Yeah, it's because she eating all that food. As soon as he walk out of the house, she's sitting there eating up all the food. He'll be like, yeah, babes, yeah, that was great. She'll make him a plate and go send him his stuff to go to work. And then as soon as he leaves and she gets overly stressed, and it's like, damn, if he ever knew that I was a part of this, he's going to leave for good. Baby, he's already been plotting and planning to leave. He's been plotting, see, the stupid stuff that they do all the time. But of course, they're going to delete it. It's a private account. So this is their favorite go-to. Oh, let me send you this. Serena. Somebody's name could be Serena. Oh, she tried to delete it. It's like, oh, let me see if we can bind them to this person. Baby, no. We done let that go. Once I let a person go, baby, ain't no coming back. Be casket sharp or something, or be in some handcuffs. This time, show up at 911, come pick them up. There's somebody at my door. I don't have visitors. I don't do friends, and should nobody be at my door because wasn't no scheduled maintenance or nothing like that. And somebody gonna be like, oh, let me send the maintenance man over. No, because I'm gonna be right there on the maintenance man's ass on everything he touched. Because guess what? You in my shit and you in my space. So your maintenance man, I'm on you. What you fixing? I'm watching you fix light fixtures. I'm watching you mess with circuits. I'm watching you mess with the smoke detectors. Whatever it is that you coming to fix, I'm sure nothing coming out of your pockets. Can you open that tool bag? I need to see that bag. Because we're not just gonna lollygag and waltz up in here and think that we gonna, hey, let me see, this is what they got in here. Your paid maintenance man to be your eyes. Tell me what all they got in their house. What's all up in there? Bright ideas. Oh yeah, they got here just 3 weeks ago. I appreciate you, baby. I ain't gonna say your name, but I appreciate you for going ahead and giving me the heads up of who's a part and who's trying to separate themselves, because a lot of people are starting to distinguish, hey, I ain't part of the shit. I'm part of the good side. They part of the shit side. A lot of people are starting to tell on each other, whether y'all want to believe it or not. Y'all telling on each other, not even realizing you telling on each other by the smallest little mannerisms. Someone's like, well, maybe I should go look in the book of what they mean by mannerisms. You could do that all fucking day. You still ain't got a fucking clue. You still ain't got a clue. You don't even have a clue about yourself, about how much your job is watching you and your internet habits. Somebody sitting here watching. Someone's like, oh, I thought you said this person was like, oh, I thought you said this person was disposal. I thought you said that we had no, because you know what? Someone already knows. Somebody's birthday is September 14th. September 14th. It sticks out like a sore thumb. It's a September Virgo to be at that. And you want to know what sits out even stronger? You got to understand, even then, and if it's a governor, you got to understand, it's algorithm, it's science. You're not a fucking scientist. You're in political science, but you're not in computer science. You're not in mathematical science. You're not in technological science. So off the technology and those things, you have to realize certain people ain't gonna always tell you, yeah, before I became a judge, yeah, I did cybersecurity. Before I became a judge, I did computer engineering. Before I became a judge, degrees and certifications that a lot of people didn't even fucking know. They thinking like, yeah, these are the perfect candidates. You worry about the wrong thing, the wrong thing. Gemini. Someone could be a Gemini. Someone could be from Chicago or from Illinois. Yep. Whoever the person was from Chicago, Illinois, or the attorney that they had to come down here to help support the person who worked at the nightclub, they're being discovered in this situation. And this is like, someone's like, oh wow, how does this work? And what is going to happen next after this? Because if you're going ahead as the military and the Marine that you are, and you're telling them to go ahead and call before office open, and we are at what? Yeah, this is opening hours. For someone to realize like April showers bring May flowers. So regardless of what you decide to do for the rest of the month of April, May, let me give you your flowers for what it is that you do and say and participate in this situation. And then it's like how you're doing this and conducting an investigation. You're blowing a case even bigger open for them to go look at these people that work in these nightclubs. You work and then look into those people who own these nightclubs. You have these people that work these places, their taxes. Because I'm hearing, oh, so you the big guys cause little guys to take the falls. And once the little guys realize that, you're going to have a bigger problem, because they're going to be willing to go ahead and drop proof and evidence of, hey, somebody's name is Evelyn or Ebony or Essence. And with this person's name, I'm also hearing Yvette, Elaine, Eli, or something like that. There's a lot of information. It's like someone may feel like somebody don't have the confidence to do something. I'm hearing that's a bold move that leads to a sorrow. A pilot. Someone could be like Caucasian and Korean or something like that, or Japanese or some shit. Someone is the leader of something. A hedge fund. Okay, so this pilot owns some sort of hedge fund where they, in this funding, that they'll fly certain people. So whoever this person is, once they find them or get a hold of them, that right there, proof and evidence about them having ties to like a fire department. And listen, I'm telling you, I'm breaking this case open. So whoever this pilot is, and once you figure out their agency or their organization, and then they're gonna look at a person's portfolio in their hedge fund. They're gonna see whether they've been trying to use their alias. Also, they're gonna find Ty to the hotel. Someone's name could be Ty. Ty or Tyler. Terrence is very heavy. Terrence is very heavy. Somebody, this is information as well to look into it. Somebody's name could be Harry or him. Also, I'm hearing the name Eric or Herrick. Also, Hendrix. Kinder. Kiesov. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kasov. Someone could have Caribbean ties as well. Someone may have recently ordered Caribbean food or may purchase a ticket to go to the Caribbean within the last, I'm gonna say 3 months. They have went, but 9 months to the maximum. If you look into that category, to look into how much the funding and where did it go, who was it for. Something about indigo. Somebody's trying to go incognito. Someone could be a closeted racist, but whoever this is speaking with a tongue. But it's like, how you racist against your own, never mind. But that's neither here nor there. You can talk all day, baby, but you're on the other end and you can go ahead and pay somebody else so they can keep on adding up these evidence on you. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ba, 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 ba. I'm loving it. Somebody could have went to like McDonald's or Burger King. You know what? Crazy skill. Um, or into psychopathy, or I wouldn't call them psychopaths. These are actually social. They're just a product of the environment, or have narcissism. They will eat McDonald's or Burger King more often than anything, cooking or whatever. If it's a man, he's going to always belittle the wife, or it's like they got to have a Barbie wife for a facade. And you know, Barbie wives for facades. Somebody's name could be Persad. So someone could be either Guyanese, Trinidadian, or Guyanese, Trinidadian, or Indian, okay? Because I hear the name Persad. Persad or Persuade or something like that. Patel. So someone could have recently trying to get it off of themselves, and they paid like I said, someone could be Trinidadian, Guyanese, or Indian. They recently paid them to try to get the heat off of them, because it's like, look, y'all gonna have to take this. This is like someone gave someone like 41,000 for the first half. Once you finish, like I'm hear someone say, I'm giving you this 40,000 or 41,000 for the first half. For somebody, they paid them up to $413,000 at this time to go ahead and try to shut down either an internet stream, phone, to hack into a phone company, or to hack into like if you live in homes or something like that, to hack into the company's thing. Last name could be Shang or Shing, Singh, or Singhi, Shangi or something like that. They paid this person recently as well. Wall as well. Today, everybody want to call? I got shit to do. Shall we answer? Yeah. But that's how I have for you guys. I'll be back here shortly.